She accidentally stepped through a piece of piano music, just looked at it and threw it on the floor, but her son picked it up, and through the hole he saw a great invention. The boy pulled out the movie film he had just shot. Using a tool, he punched holes in it, and that's how he managed to make fire in the movie. The audience thought the actor had really fired a gun. The next day, the boy had another idea while shooting. He dug a hole in the ground and put a board in the center. Then he filled the hole with sand. When the actor ran over it, it simulated a landmine explosion. Then he buried the firecrackers in the ground, as long as he timed it right, and the effect of a machine gun on the ground. He also filled balloons with red ink, so that the actor can pinch it when he's shot. All this was done to make the movie more realistic. But for a movie, it's not enough for a movie to be real. Sammy told the man who played the chief, as the only survivor of the war, that his end is a kind of remorse. The fallen soldier is not a cold number but his family. Even if he could comfort himself that the enemy killed the soldiers, but he gave the order for this battle.
You can't save them anymore?
Because they're all dead.
This was the moment he realized being a survivor wasn't always a good thing. Soon the final scene of the movie begins. When the officer stepped into the battlefield again, a sense of sadness arose. As he walked, he couldn't hold back the tears, and Sammy looked away in shock, until the actors began to remind him. The actors got up, but the chief was already in the movie, and so he went up in smoke. A few days later, Sammy's movie was screened at the school. Those realistic shots amazed everyone, but they didn't know the man who made this movie would become a great director, Spielberg, and his invention of a technique called special effects would influence the history of cinema for centuries to come. After the movie, his mother ran to Sammy, but he was very resistant. He went around his mother in silence, not even a hug from his uncle. He went straight to his father, and the reason he did that, because his dream of making movies came from his father, but it was almost destroyed by his mother and uncle. In 1952, a young Sammy was taken to the movies by his parents. At first, he was afraid of the giants in the movie, but his father told him the movie was a dream that he would never forget. His father wasn't lying. When Sammy first saw the train crash, the image of the train collision was so deep in Sammy's mind. When he got home, Sammy lay in bed and couldn't sleep. He had already decided what he wanted for Christmas. On Christmas Eve, Sammy received a model train. He flipped a switch and the train moved. It came toward him with its whistle blowing. The moment it passed by, a familiar feeling of shock returned. That night, Sammy put a car on the tracks. He reproduced the scene from the movie himself, but the sound of the crash made him step back. He accidentally knocked over a shelf. Sammy was taken back to his bedroom, and his mother looked into his eyes, as if she could see what he really wanted. The next day, his mother stole his father's camera, so that Sammy could film the train collision, so he could watch it over and over again, until he wasn't afraid anymore.